Berserk 1997, episode 13. This episode had a lot more action, but kept that intense emotionalness that the last one had. So we already knew that Adon's men were after both Guts and Casca. In this episode, they make their way to try and get back to Gretheth and the others. It's whenever during that trip they run into Adon and his men. I thought Adon was dead, but turns out he was just pretty badly damaged, wearing some bandages on his head. Real quickly, before I get into that encounter, I wanted to say we finally find out what that blood from Casca was in the last episode. It turns out it was her time of the month, which Guts actually makes a comment whenever he's egging her on during the start of the journey. Now, getting back to it, finally, Guts and Casca encounters Adon and his men. They're basically surrounded. I feel like one of the best moments of this episode is whenever Adon is making these comments about Casca, and Guts ends up backing her up, even though throughout this he has been kind of making these little remarks towards her. And it just turns into this intensity as Guts begins to take on this army. Eventually, Adon brings out his brother, Samson, and he looked like a complete unit coming out in that heavy armor and holding the flail. Guts has to end up taking this guy on, and he's throwing his flail over and over again. At the same time, Guts keeps deflecting it. And this is whenever Casca notices something that Guts has the opportunity to dodge it and attack at the same time. She finally snaps and understands that this whole time he's been trying to protect her. It's so crazy, but we get to see Guts throw his helmet up. He tells Cassia to go run, go be with Griffith, and he takes on this entire army by himself. He gets damaged, he keeps going. He doesn't quit. He doesn't give up. It's just insane to watch it go down. Casca makes her way into the woods, but she ends up getting chased by like three other soldiers. She takes a sudden stop. That's whenever they're finally able to catch up to her. She gets into combat, and she ends up falling down, dropping her sword in a bad position. Sadly, that takes us to her ending. After the three were able to get Casca down, they begin to take advantage of her, which is how we ended off with Casca. Other end of Guts, we get to see him as he's epically fighting his way through that entire army. I'm hopeful that someone's able to get to Casca, because, like, I really feel like I'm just now beginning to understand her, and I really don't want to see that happen to her. With all that, I read this episode a 9.5. I feel like this is the embodiment of what you want for an action scene. On the side, you also have the intensity of another character getting ready to go through some horrible things, and you're just hoping that someone just comes there and tries to save them. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on Berserk 1997, episode 13. Hope you guys stay safe, and until next time, peace out, guys.